I can't even lie, bro. It's like, it costs a subscription to go outside and breathe at this point, bro. I remember back in the good days when subscriptions were only like for Netflix and streaming services. Now you got subscriptions for printers. You got subscriptions for PlayStation Plus. You got subscriptions for storage. Why am I paying for a subscription for more storage on my Gmail account, bro? That's like my most least used app ever. Hopefully by watching this video today, we can get some answers. Maybe like a solution to this problem, or what, bro? Everything is subscription based now. I can't even name one thing that just costs like money out front. Even the editing software I'm using is subscription based. If you use CapCut, you know how many features are pro, bro. Like, you basically can't even use the free one. It's like, what's on the free one? Anyways, guys, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I love you guys. Let's get into it.
Has begun blocking specific movies and TV shows from people if they don't pay for the more expensive plan that Netflix offers. Which means if you can't afford their outrageous prices despite already paying for the service, you just straight up get denied, even though you literally pay for Netflix. So not only is forcing people to update their current plans because their current plan doesn't give them access to the content that they want to watch not easy, but making people pay more than they already do to access content that's already on your platform, despite the fact that they should already be allowed to view it because they pay for it, is disgusting. Honestly, Netflix has become the biggest waste of money that I've ever seen.
Honestly, bro, after Netflix added the fucking thing where if you share your account, it costs more money. Why are they still in business? Who's keeping Netflix in business? Why don't we just go buy Fire? I have a Fire Stick. I haven't watched Netflix in forever. I have a Fire Stick. I take my movies. I don't care if I say it on the internet. I take mine. Because ain't no way you're about to have two different tiers. Even though it's messed up, I would understand just one tier of like, okay, no ads. What do you mean no ads? 4K quality. Like, bro, y'all are just greedy. We need to get rid of Netflix now.
I don't know why YouTube is free. Because ads that play at the beginning of the video and all throughout the video support this platform. Do you want to know why it's called free to air TV? Because you don't have to pay for it, due to the fact that they go on commercial break within those TV shows. So if you're going to include ads in a lower tier subscription, make it free.
I definitely do remember one time on YouTube, I was watching a video. I think it was from Berleezy. It was probably only like an hour video. And I remember the first 10 minutes I counted. I was getting an ad every 3 minutes, bro. I counted. I started realizing, I was like, damn, dude. I was like, didn't an ad just come on? Ad every 3 minutes. Ad. I said, bro, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And that's scummy too, bro. I don't even think that was set by Berleezy.
Netflix, let me tell you something. You guys are lucky that you made a deal with the WWE. Otherwise, I and many others wouldn't pay for your terrible platform at all. But it doesn't stop there, because we also have freaking Goodwill, of all places, introducing their very own subscription service. Do you see how greedy of a world we're becoming now? Because as we speak, Goodwill has discontinued their special tag sales for their customers, seniors discounts for the elderly that cannot work anymore and therefore don't make as much money as they used to. So all they can afford is Goodwill because of their fixed pensions. Military discounts!
That's crazy.
For the people who quite literally risked their life for the freedom and the safety of the country and their Customer Appreciation Day. Obviously, because they don't appreciate their customers. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this. This is just a slap in the
Goodwill,
face, isn't it?
I mean, damn. If Goodwill's having paid subscriptions, I mean, like, we're cooked. It's over. Goodwill's supposed to be one of the cheapest places on earth. You're supposed to walk into Goodwill and get a pair of pants for $5, bro. A pair of blue jeans for $5. Why is there a subscription? You need a subscription to go thrift?
The fact that Goodwill receives all of their donations for free, and this is how they repay those people? By stripping them of the little amount of discounts they were given a couple of times a year? God, this company is just demonic.
I'm losing my mind over this. Here's what's happening. I have this HP printer that suddenly stopped working, and I print out the page, and the reason it's not printing says payment method needs updating. Cannot print with the instant ink cartridge. So I start doing some research, and it turns out if you got ink from HP through this fucking instant ink program, after your billing cycle ends, you literally can't print with them.
What?
So if you cancel your account or you don't want to pay,
you need a subscription to print, bro. This is insane. This is greedy, bro. I mean, a fucking printer. A printer. Do you know how often a person uses a printer? Like we're not even talking about offices here. Let's just say at home. And you're paying a subscription to get ink? Let me see the CEO.
The subscription service anymore.
Don't talk.
It like bricks the cartridge. The printer just refuses to print anything, and the ink is completely full. I replaced it like last week, and it just keeps showing me this error message and being like, can't print until you update your fucking payment method. So in order to use this ink, you have to re-sign up for the subscription service because it's like digitally verified.
So you're telling me that not only am I paying for a printer, not only am I paying for the goddamn ink to be able to use the printer that I just bought, but now I also have to pay for a subscription to be able to use those two things that I just spent hundreds of dollars on.
And printers aren't cheap.
Otherwise, it is quite literally unusable. They will kill the ink. HP, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You are not important enough to have your own subscription service.
And we're talking about HP right now. I don't want to say nothing too loud because my laptop is an HP laptop. You know, so if that motherfucker stops working, it probably heard me. Rise of the robots.
Lucky that we even bought your products to begin with, because we can all just so easily visit our local office supply store and get what we need printed there for mere cents.
Whatever you do, do not ever buy an HP printer. Like, this might be my biggest purchase regret, I swear. Like, I just want to be able to print at my leisure. And so then I tried to print at my leisure, and it was like, no, you literally can't use the printer unless you have a subscription, and you can't use this ink that we sent you either. So I signed up for like the 10 page a month thing, not knowing that you can literally only print 10 pages a month. And then they cut you off, and they're like, no more, we're gonna charge you for each additional page.
It is robbery in broad daylight to prevent people from saving money by banning cheaper ink.
So you're telling me, Okay, so you're telling me you gotta buy the printer, buy the paper, buy the ink, and then you gotta buy a subscription to use everything you just bought? It'd be different if they were like sending you packages of paper, ink, for one single subscription. But you have to go on your own, buy cartridges, paper, ink, and pay a subscription to use those? If that's not, that should be illegal, bro. That should be illegal.
Alternatives and making people subscribe for the ability to print 10 goddamn pages. Do you guys remember when you could buy a printer and the ink and just print as much as you want until the ink ran out? Oh my god, those were the days.
This is what the future of owning a car looks like, and I hate it. BMW is rolling out a subscription feature in South Korea that requires car owners to pay like $18 a month just to have the ability to turn on heated seats. They also have additional fees for turning on heated steering wheels and other premium features. And just to be clear, these are features that the car is already equipped with.
That's nasty.
But just to have the ability to use this feature, you have to pay a monthly fee.
Can you imagine?
We gotta start saying no, bro. We gotta start saying no.
Spending over $50,000 on a brand new car and
I'm sorry, 200,000? What car is that?
But just to have the ability to use this feature, you have to pay a monthly fee.
Can you imagine spending over $50,000?
Dude, that's almost the same price as a Lamborghini Urus. That's almost the same price as a Lamborghini Urus, bro. That BMW is the same price as a Lamborghini Urus. Damn near. This generation's doomed, bro. I mean, who is this car for? Who is this car for? This ain't even like the top of the line sports car. Say BMW.
$1,000 on a brand new car and then being told that if you want to use the premium amenities, you have to pay even more on top of the $50,000? That should be the price of the damn car if you want the extras, not the base cost. We thought that we would provide an extra service to the customer by offering the chance to activate that later. But the user acceptance isn't that high. Oh, I wonder why user acceptance isn't that high. That's like paying full price for an empty water bottle and then being told by Mount Franklin that if you want the water in the bottle, you have to pay extra for the water. People feel that they paid double, which was not actually true, but perception is the reality, as I always say.
That's so crazy.
That was the reason we stopped that. Were they honestly trying to gaslight people so that they could get away?
Just to prove that I'm not lying, bro, I actually want to look up the price of a Lamborghini Urus. I don't know how to spell Lamborghini. Hold up. See? It actually costs more than a Lamborghini Urus, bro. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah, bro. A BMW costing more than a Lamborghini Urus. That, I don't know, bro. Maybe if someone could give me the specs, if it's better than the Lambo Urus, but I mean, damn.
With scamming their customers. It isn't perception. It was the goddamn truth. You were scamming people. But it all just gets so much worse. Because car brands aren't only making you pay a subscription for heated seats, they want to make you pay to use the goddamn key fob.
I have a bone to pick with Toyota, and Toyota only. I have a Grand Highlander, $60,000 car, and my subscription just ran out, so now I have to pay for it or whatever. Because I don't have the app anymore, my navigation doesn't work. $60,000 car and the navigation doesn't work.
You're telling me $60,000 and you got to pay for a GPS? Listen, if you have your old car, go get a CarPlay installed. Go do something. Don't give these greedy fucks a single dime, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, please, don't think you need the newest car. Don't think you need the sexiest, slimmest car because they're out here being greedy, bro. This is only going to stop when we stop it, bro. They can't keep doing this shit if we're like, hey, no, we're not doing that. We got to put an end to them, bro.
Now give me another one. This key. Used to, you could take this key and press lock 3 times and your car would remote start. Guess what? It doesn't work anymore. It's not a $60,000 car. It's a beautiful car. I love my car. And navigation out. Remote start out.
Do you remember a few years ago, if you said you wanted to buy a new car, it was because of all the cool brand new features that came with the car, such as things like remote starting and heated seats? Those were things to strive for because they were things that were included in the total final price of the car. But now, when you buy a brand new car directly from the manufacturer, you don't get access to those privileges unless you pay more. It is a new level of greedy that I can't believe even exists.
Biblical greed, bro.
But the real scam is the fact that only models purchased after November 18th, 2018 have to pay for this feature. So if you bought a Toyota before November 18th, 2018, the payment doesn't apply to you.
That's crazy.
So not only are they now charging for something that used to be free, but a select group of people are getting charged while others aren't. How is that fair? And I'm so sorry to say this. The examples I have showed you
Ford
with
will
these cars
never.
and their ridiculous subscription services aren't even the worst of them, because it just gets even more despicable with Mercedes-Benz.
Did you know that you can pay a monthly subscription to increase the power and acceleration from your electric
You're telling me I gotta pay a monthly subscription to accelerate my vehicle? Ford, if you're listening to this, thank you for my car. Thank you for my Ford 2019 Ford Escape. It's beautiful, crispy, clean, gray. Thank you, Ford, for not doing this extra BS. I don't know what's gotten into these CEOs of these other car companies, but that shit's not okay. That's not okay at all. That's not okay at all, bro.
Mercedes-Benz just like you pay for Netflix? That's right, the package is called Acceleration Increase, and for $1,200 a year or $100 a month, you can increase the 0 to 60 time on the EQS SUV by 1 second.
There's no way anybody's actually going to pay for that.
At all.
Right? Right? One more second. They want to make you pay for one more second.
Just greedy. Biblical greed.
I'm gonna put my fist through a wall or something. Ladies and gentlemen, that is precisely what I like to call a placebo effect, where you believe something is happening to your car because Mercedes-Benz told you that something was happening to your car.
Unlocking the dash cam on your Benz will cost you an extra $16 a month. Now, if your Mercedes gets stolen, they will help you find it, but for $2 a month.
Is this Mercedes-Benz?
Yes.
Yeah, so while I was grocery shopping, the car that I gave you guys over $100,000 for was stolen from me. Would you guys be able to help me get it back? Oh, sorry to hear that. Do you pay for the monthly subscription that grants you access to our assistance? No, sorry, but I do have whatever. Oh, whoops, looks like we can't help you then. Sorry, babe, you're on your own, bye.
That's crazy.
If your car was stolen, you shouldn't have to pay Mercedes-Benz in order to get it back.
And the craziest one here, the EQS SUV has rear-wheel steering that turns the rear wheels by 10 degrees. Now get this, the 10 degrees is standard in the United States, but in other countries you get 4.5 degrees as standard, but you have to pay an extra $47 a month for the other 5.5 degrees. Why?
And did you hear that? You have to pay $50 a month, which is $600 a year, to get 5 more degrees turning space of your wheel. There was also this mother on TikTok who made a video saying that the product she bought for her baby was a 10, but this quote smart crib that automatically rocks babies to sleep was knocked down to an...
It should, before she even reveals this price, there's no reason that this crib that probably just goes like this and rocks a baby should be anything over $250.
Because she rightfully complains about the fact that this bassinet for a baby locked their previously available features for free behind a monthly subscription.
How much does it cost?
We have gotten to the point in our lives where even a baby's cot has become a monthly subscription. That is genuinely a sentence that has never been spoken.
So, you know, we got different subscriptions for a streaming service instead of just one like it's always been. We got subscription for cars. We got subscriptions for TV, subscription for YouTube. It's like they say Gen Z is the generation of subscriptions. They say in this generation you never truly own anything, and it's just getting truer by the day. I've never seen a company so greedy that they charge you an extra second to go from 0 to 60. I've never seen a company so greedy that they charge you to use remote start on your own car that you paid over $60,000 for. That's just greedy, bro. It's just greedy.
up until this point.
Someone please explain to me how it is legal that the Snoop company has introduced a subscription for existing customers. I bought my Snoop before they introduced the subscription model. I paid like $1,200 for my Snoop, so it was not a cheap purchase. And if I knew that it was going to be behind a subscription model, I might have made a different choice. It just feels like a bit of a bait and switch. Am I the only one who thinks this? Like, how is this fair or legal? It just doesn't make sense to me.
How disgustingly evil is that? To charge new mothers who've just blown damn
$1,695. Whoa. Yeah, that's too much for a fucking crib.
$2,000 on your bed. 30 goddamn dollars to be able to continue to use the features that already came with the bed that they have been using for free this entire time just because you want more money. Hey, come here. The reason that bed was so goddamn expensive to begin with is because it included access to all of those features for free already. Like, you've put their sleep tracking behind a paywall. Oh, y'all don't give a damn about these kids or the quality of their sleep. You don't. You just want to take advantage of newborn mothers and squeeze them for all they're worth.
And then even then, after that, like, it costs a lot to have a baby. It costs money to have a kid. And then charging some others, bro, they need all the help they can get. And, you know, with that being said, you know, women after pregnancy have postpartum, they need, like, some people can't afford assistance. And the husband's, like, usually away working so he can provide for his new family. So charging a newborn mother a subscription service for a crib for their baby to help them rock asleep so they can get a little break, or rock them to sleep, or whatever modes they got so the mother can get a little moment of rest, is actually disgusting, bro. It's disgusting, and I don't know who these CEOs are, but, like, they need to come to light, bro, and explain why they're doing that. For real. And not to mention the cars, too. Yeah, bro. No. This country's fucked.
So yesterday someone posted a screenshot from Ancestry showing that soon, if you don't have a paid Ancestry account, you will no longer be able to see shared matches.
And there it is. We're making some changes. Soon you'll need a membership to view the features below this banner.
For the U.S. Discovery plan, which is their cheapest plan, it costs $119 for 6 months. Their all access plan is $259 for 6 months. But if you've already paid for your DNA test and you DNA tested with Ancestry, you should have access to all of the DNA tools.
Yup! Your personal DNA is also now a monthly subscription! This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. We don't get flying cars. No, we get monthly subscriptions just because we dared to try and find out where we came from and who we're related to. This is genuinely the most dystopian thing in the entire world. And the fact that the original kit was only $129 just a few years ago.
Yeah, bro, we're screwed as a generation. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I'd like to say I appreciate you. Thank you. We're getting more consistent. We're trying to upload every day. You know, we're posting. We're getting different types of content out to different people. And I'm just grateful to be on this journey with y'all. I love you guys. Peace.